My dear brothers and sisters in Christ Jesus, today the liturgy is inviting us to lead the life in the light of Christ. The Christ is always living in the light. He is the light. He came to spread the light in this world. We need to question ourselves whether we are also living in His own light, or are we following the light in His own presence. My dear people, today's Gospel we read like this. In John's Gospel chapter 3 verses 19 says like this: the light came into the world, but people preferred darkness to light because the works were evil. The people always preferred to live in darkness because their deeds and the works are always in darkness. Whatever we think, whatever that decide, it should be in light. Our character should not be in darkness. My dear people, that's what we read in the letter of first letter of John, chapter 1 verses 5 says like this: God is light, and in Him there is no darkness at all. God is light, and in Him there is no darkness at all. If God is light means, if we are also following the same Christ means, we should be always lead our life in light. That means the whole thinking must be in light. Should not be in bad character. Should not cheat others. We should not fight with others. We should not have a hatred towards others. We should not have the tendency in falling and making others in the darkness. My dear people, that's what Jesus is telling. Everyone who does wicked things hates the light. Everyone who does the wicked things, whatever the wicked things that we are having, we are always living in the darkness. We are always hating the light. When we accept Jesus, we also accept the good things. When we accept the devil, we always accept all the evil things and we will practice it. We need to question ourselves whether we belong to Christ, we belong to light, or we belong to the darkness or the wicked things, the evil. That's what we read in the Ephesians chapter 6 verses 12 says like this: We are in the struggled world. For our struggle is not with the flesh and blood, but with the principalities, with the powers, with the world rulers of the present darkness, and with the evil spirit in the world. We should have the strength to fight against all these evils. Evils against the darkness, evils against the rulers, evils against the power, evils against the principalities. There are so many problems around us. My dear people, if you are against all these things, we can fight with the darkness. We can lead our life in the light of Christ. That's what Jesus is expecting today. We need ready to cast out all these things. We need to condemn all these things. We need to lead the life in Christ. My dear people, if we are able to think positively, we can do that. If we are always living in negativity, then we cannot come out from this world. That's what we read in the Matthew Gospel, chapter 6, verses 22 says like this: the eye is the lamp, the light. If the eye is sound, the whole body will be filled with light. If your eye is in bad condition, the whole body will be in darkness. My dear people, this is what Jesus is telling. Whatever that we look at it, that should be, we should see through the Jesus eye. We should look through Jesus' eyes. Then only we can be able to lead a good life. Whatever that we can see, the eye is the problem for us. Whatever that we see, all will be attracted to our own eye. But that will be dangerous for our own body. It will lead to somewhere else. The soul will be collapsed. It will lead us to darkness. It will not help us to lead a healthy life, a sound life in Christ. My dear people, let's think about our own self, where I am. Am I in darkness? Am I in the light of Christ? I need to analyze in my character, in myself. I should not go out and look out others and I should point out others' character. It's not the way we live in Christ. I should point out my own character. I should be able to recognize whatever that faults that I am doing in the way of life. I should regret about myself. Then only I can be able to understand where I am standing. Am I standing in the right position with Christ, or I am standing in the wrong position with evil tendency? My dear people, Jesus is telling, I am the light of the world. If He is light, we are all His own children. We need to also live in the same light. If the darkness is prevailed in our heart, our character, our whole life, our own well-being, everything will be collapsed in this world. We cannot be saved by His own grace. My dear people, let's put ourselves in the hands of Christ. Lord, as you are living in the light, lead us also in your own light. Let's also be one with you and united in your spirit. Amen.